So you see, this week I was just basically thinking about how many of my friends are leaving the country, and there's still going to be more people leaving because the country is bad. People are wired to move and try and seek like greener pastures. It's just the way human beings are. So a lot of people are moving. Goodbyes are hard, and I've had to say a couple of them. Okay, so this video is basically just to talk about certain things that I like. I don't want to use the word hate because it's strong, but like, let me just say it. The things that I hate about being a makeup artist in Nigeria. Yeah, this is going to be a series. I'm going to do the ones I hate, then do the ones I love, then maybe do the things that like, okay, things I wish I had known or something like that. Because I mean, this one, I think because December was such a busy period for me, it got me thinking about certain things in the industry, and I was like, oh, I have to do a video about this. So if you want to know about things that I absolutely hate about being a makeup artist, like a professional makeup artist in Nigeria, keep watching. So the first one I have written here is people thinking that they are better than you or counting it as a lowly job. In Nigeria, some jobs are considered lowly, like they're considered not so great. And I mean, it's just what it is. Like, I feel like we're going to get to that point where we start looking at creatives with more respect and kind of just respecting their crafts more and attributing like more importance to it, maybe in the next 30 years, because it's not going to happen now. We literally just walked away from the generation that thought medicine and law was like the only thing to do, and we're just getting to the point where people are working remotely, people are working jobs their parents don't understand, but they're allowing them. So you can imagine how it is being a makeup artist now. I think it's even better for me. I can't imagine people who started makeup like 10 years ago. Oh my god, it must have been difficult. I would really love to do a sit down one of them just to know how their parents reacted to the idea of them being makeup artists as opposed to professional like lawyers, medical practitioners, and accountants and engineers. So for me, I think it's annoying. I hate the fact that people look down on makeup artists. I hate the fact that they talk to them a certain way, or just there's this vibe where that people think ugh, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like the fact that there was a time I was having a conversation with one guy and he was like, oh, he doesn't think he can get married to a makeup artist. And I'm like, why? And he goes like, oh, he thinks a lot of them are like loose and stuff. I'm like, what does this even mean? Like, how? I've had to throw in my law degree into conversations a couple of times. I've had to throw in the law degree just to show them that, please, oh guys, I went to school, don't talk to me anyhow. I know it sounds weird, but then it's better experienced than spoken about. Another thing I totally hate about being a makeup artist in Nigeria is people lying about their locations or giving you wrong locations, or just not being like very forward with like what they like where they stay. I had this client once that told me she stayed around Aja, and I ended up going almost towards like after Shangote, like it was far. It was so far. I was so bad because I spent a shit ton on transportation that I didn't budget for, and I couldn't and I spoke to her about it, and she was making it seem like me asking for extra money when I eventually got to her was too much. Do you get? Like, I spent a lot of money on transportation. So people would generally just say, oh, my house is not that far, or give you one location. They say, when you get there, call me. Like, just give me the actual location, or use a landmark, or be nice enough to come and pick me up because I am coming to your place for the first time, right? I can't count how many times I've had issues with Uber drivers, and they'll just be like shouting at me saying, oh, they will drop me, they will do this, and I'll just have to be begging them that, please, I'm trying to read the person, or I'm trying to like find the landmark or something. And I wish that sometimes you can blame the client, and other times you think about it like, if our government was better developed, then our Google Maps and all those map systems will be well arranged. Lagos is even good. Try doing home service in Ibadan and some other places like Ife and stuff. Like, you'll be totally frustrated. Like, finding places is just so bad. Lagos, at least they're still named streets and everything. Like Ife, like the map there is so bad, and then Ibadan too, it's getting better, but then it's quite bad too. So that's one of the many frustrations of being a makeup artist in Nigeria. I get lost ever so often, and I meet like the most, I don't know, dishonest clients. Like, they just make it seem like, oh, their house is a stone throw away, so then I don't want to charge a lot for home service. But then I get there and discover that they stay like a distance. So what I did for that, to just like remedy that situation, is I literally sat and I mapped locations. So from here to here, this is the amount. From here to here, this is the amount. From here to here, this is the amount. You know, I cannot predict transportation. I can't predict traffic, and I can't even say that I'm not still going to run at a loss with transportation. But at least I've got my bases covered. So if you're within Ikoyi and VGC, there's an amount I charge. Once you start moving like downwards, like your price increases because you're farther away from me and I spend more to get to you. So I mean, it took me a while to like get to this point where I'm so assertive with these prices, but I mean, it is what it is, and that's one of the things I hate, like just the wrong location, the map system. Oh my god, it is so frustrating, you guys. Like, another thing that I absolutely hate about Nigerians being a makeup artist, not even just being a makeup artist, being just like a business person living in Nigeria, is the lack of regard for your time. You guys, as in, I have so many stories, like people come late, like really late for bookings, and it offends me so much because I'm a planner. My day is kind of structured. It has to be structured for it to be productive. I like to know that this is what I'm doing, so I can fill my time accordingly and get as many things as possible done within the space of 24 hours. I feel like if you're running late, there's a period of time where you know. For instance, let me give you an example. If you set a meeting for 12 o'clock, once it's 11:30, you already know that you probably can't make that meeting for 12 because like you've considered things. Probably your dress is not ready, or the distance to where you're going to, or there's a traffic situation going on, or your car, you know, at least 30 minutes before that time. So why can't you just call me immediately? Most people would wait till, like, let's say their booking is for 12, they'll wait till like 12:30, almost 1, before they say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm running late, when they could just inform me they're running late beforehand, so that I can try and fill up that time with other activities, guys. And the worst time is when I go for home service. Sometimes people tell me, okay, that you should come for a home service by 7 a.m. and I literally, if I'm getting somewhere by 7 a.m., you realize that I leave my house, I'm not going to leave my house by 7, and I'm not going to wake up by 7. So let's say I wake up by like 5 a.m. and I leave my house by 6 a.m. to get to you by 7 a.m. and I get there and you're literally just getting out of bed, and you're the one who set that time, bro. Like, come on. I have gone for a job before where the woman told me she was rushing for the wedding and I should please get there by 8 a.m. and I got there by 8 a.m. and we did not start her makeup till 1:30 p.m. you guys. So eventually, let me just cut the long story short, I left that place by 4 p.m. from 8 a.m. So you can imagine, like, these are the instances. Like, it's just so frustrating. Like, Nigerians are not time conscious. They are not time conscious. Oh my god, African time has a new meaning in Nigeria. Like, it has an entirely new meaning. Like, I'm sure most makeup artists can relate to this one, right? I hate when clients send me makeup inspiration from makeup artists that worked on white people. Like, you're sending me makeup inspiration of an Arabian chick, you know, like, or they're sending me makeup inspiration of an overly edited picture. Like, sis, you can see that this makeup has no pause, right? Like, literally, this person is on overdrive of edits. Like, so this red eyeshadow you're pointing at might not have been red. In real life, it might have been purple or orange. I do like a good job for editing, if I do say so myself, on my phone. And so I know like when something is edited. So you see the liner, it will be so dark, or the lips will be so defined and so, you know, perfect. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not saying that artists cannot create exceptional looks. I'm just saying that, can you please be more realistic with your inspiration that you're sending me? Because I don't know, like the twin, they're doing it somehow. Is it just me? You can see that this picture is overly edited. So like, how exactly? The worst part is when they send me pictures that don't, like, from people that don't look like them. So for example, you're dark in complexion, like you're really dark, not like brown, dark. You're not sending me makeup inspiration of a light skinned chick. Do you think your eyeshadow is going to look like hers? Another time is like brows. Like your face is different from the next person. Your brow shape is different from the next person. Your skin type is different from the next person. Do you understand? Your eye space, just the space of your eyes where we create your eyeshadow, is different from the next person. So you put like an indecent amount of pressure on your artist when you send them these inspirations and you want to look exactly like that person, because you're not that person. You're not. I mean, I can try my best, but you're not. And I also wasn't there when they were creating, so I don't know what she used. I'm just gonna like try. Some makeup artists like edit pictures and they send to you, and then like, you know, some don't. And I think that it's best for you to ask this question when you're making your booking. Any photographer or any person who like edits knows how much time it takes. When I'm editing, I have to focus, I have to be off these apps, I have to sometimes turn off my data so that I can like stay on the app and just actually edit properly. So this thing takes time, and time is money. Do you understand? You're not paying me for edited pictures. No, I am not a photographer. Like, I will take pictures of you, I will hype you up, but don't come to me rudely harassing me for pictures. It is so annoying. Like, bro, at some point I decided that it's best for me to now add it like as a service and say, okay, if you want edited pictures, it costs 3k extra or 5k extra, something like that. Editing takes time. It takes time. While we're on this discussion about lumping duties, I think it's best to now talk about the fact that not every makeup artist is a Gele artist. Can we please have that conversation? Explain to you guys that Gele doesn't come easily to everybody. Some people learn it easier than others. I was speaking to my mentor the other day and it made me feel so much better, because people shame you for not being good at Gele, but just like shaming somebody for not being a good artist, while the person, like artists like drawing, while the person is a good songwriter. It is a skill, yes, but some people pick it up easier than others. So what happens is that most makeup artists are forced to learn how to tie Gele, but in truth they are not like Gele artists. They are not dexterous with Gele. They can learn it and learn it, but then they are not as good as some people who dedicate their time and life to learning Gele. There are Gele artists that don't know shit about makeup, but the makeup artists who do the makeup, we're already exhausted and you're supposed to tie Gele. And then I feel like the problem for me is not just the tying of the Gele. The problem for me is the level of professionalism you expect from me. Like, I'm a makeup artist. I don't particularly like tying Gele. I'm sorry, but I don't. I'm not very good with Gele. I can tie the basic styles, and I can also tie avant-garde, like some avant-garde styles. But like the 30 steps one that you want, or the one that will be, I can't tie it. It's better for me to tell you the truth. I have a list of Gele people that I can call in 1 minute. One person is close by, for sure. But that you just have to inform me ahead of time. I will try as much as possible to reduce my own costs. I will take off my money for makeup just so that you can add and get a Gele artist if you think my Gele is not sufficient for your event. But you can't keep shaming makeup artists because they can't tie Gele. They are not Gele artists. Some people just don't. They're just not good with Gele. Gele and makeup are different. You guys, I already sound so angry. And I don't want to sound angry, but like, being a Nigerian makeup artist is like, I feel like it's kind of like an inability to enforce a cancellation policy. And I'm going to change that thing. Yeah, I will. You guys, I've had people cancel on me last minute. So last minute that I had cancelled other bookings for the day. So because I had cancelled other bookings for the day, I lost in 2 ways. I've had people that would literally sly me. They won't call, they won't pick their calls again. They're the ones that said, oh, I'm coming by this time. And then you start calling them and then they won't pick their calls. And no apologies given. No, I have had to like start saying, okay, if you're going to cancel, it's fine. But you're going to pay a deposit. And if you don't cancel between this time and this time, I am not going to refund everything you sent to me as a deposit. I am going to split that deposit and take a cancellation fee. Guys, please, any professional makeup artist watching this, protect yourself, because see, clients will literally wreck you if they can. God be with you. God for us all in this country. I have stories where people will say, oh, okay, we're booking, blah, blah, blah. I'll give them discounts. I'll be like, okay. In fact, there was one recently that I almost cried. But God told me in my heart that something bigger was coming. Like, you know, when I kind of already knew that they were going to cancel before they canceled, because they were already doing somehow. And I was in church and I was praying, and God was just like, see, if these people cancel, don't be bothered. Something big is coming, something bigger. And God does not lie. So yeah, something bigger came. But my point is, these people, I went back and forth, set prices, do this one. I even went ahead to get like assistants ready, assistant for this, assistant for that, Gele person. You know, it wasn't just involving me anymore. It was involving other people. And you guys just lied, just cancelled. Nothing. All that time, all that energy, you know, wasted. And I mean, that date was now left free suddenly. But God still filled it. I still had bookings. It was okay. But like, I'm just saying, like, the cancellation thing, bro. Thing I thoroughly hate about being a makeup artist in Nigeria is people thinking that your work is beans. Like, it's not just makeup. What are you doing? What is it? What are you doing? It's not just brows. Even me self, I can apply my foundation myself. Why do you call me? Do it. It's also people thinking that, oh, if you're a makeup artist, you're just sleeping in your house all day. You're not like doing work. We spend hours standing, bending, and lifting heavy load all around the states. I am constantly dragging my box up 6 flights of stairs to a client's house because they don't have an elevator or the elevator is not working, you know. And like, I'll not tell you I'm exhausted. You'll not be like, why? What do you mean, why? I think that our work is backbreaking. It's as backbreaking as like every other person's own. I don't want to compare, but I'm just saying, like, it is quite tasking. It is not a joke. Yes, it's fun. Yes, we enjoy it. But then there are days when I hate makeup. I absolutely hate makeup because I have not slept for days. I will wake up very early, run across Lagos, go to the other end. That's how it works for me sometimes. I'm like constantly on the road. I'm constantly like trying to meet up with deadlines, trying to meet up with clients. And I must give my best to each of these clients because it's excellent work only from this end. Like, we don't do mediocre. So you can imagine how tasking that is. And I still have other things I'm doing. I still have NYC work. I have my digital marketing work. And I have Quick. So makeup is not a joke. It's actually it's a thing. It's a full-time job, like, for a lot of people. It feeds families. There are people who buy their stuff, buy their car, buy their things from makeup. You guys should probably stop, you know, thinking it's a play thing. It's not. And it's offensive. I'm going to be talking about is people pricing makeup like they're pricing pepper. Have the fear of God. You people, like, can you please, in this new year, let's not do that. I'm just saying that if someone should tell you something is 25,000, you cannot start saying, can you take 15,000? That's 10,000 naira in this economy. That 10K, what? How can you cut 10K off someone's money? Even if the pricing sometimes is funny to me, other times it's just plain annoying. I'm like, Especially when I just did like my makeup restocking, like, or maybe I notice my concealers are finishing, and I sit down and I take an inventory of like the shades I will need, and I buy I buy like 50k worth of makeup, and it comes in like a little bag. And then the next moment I'm getting a condo and I'm telling the person the price, and the person is telling me half of what I said, and even saying, oh, that's a little pricey. It's not pricey. It is what it is. Nigeria is getting more expensive. Things are getting costlier on a daily basis. How do I survive? How do I actually earn a living if I can't, charge my worth? And the thing is, I'm actually good at this thing. I am good. Gone are the days when I used to shake and cry and be scared and say I wasn't good. I've come to the realization that I'm actually a good artist. I might not be as good as some of your faves, but I do my best, and I am getting better on a daily basis. Just say that there's some of my clients that are very polite, just like, oh, I'm sorry, that's not like within my budget right now. Hopefully I work with you later in future. That's fine. That's fine. Please, let's learn this habit of saying it's not within my budget. All right, goodbye. Instead of pricing, cutting, and then making statements like, oh, I think you're on the high side. I think your own is too expensive. I have somebody that will do it for me for 4,000, or I have somebody that does it in my estate for 2,500. Please go and be that person, because it can't be me. People not picking their calls when you're about to get to them. Like, your makeup artist is coming. Can you please put your phone on ring? And not just makeup. Like, you have a visitor coming. You have someone coming over to yours. Put your phone on ring. Abi, am I the one? Is it me? I've faced it so many times. I can't even tell you. Like, it's been crazy. And the thing about me is that my face, it shows how I'm feeling. So once I enter, I'm pissed. Like, even though I'm polite, I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? I can't smile. I'm pissed. So I'll be like, how are you? I'll be pissed. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that we can interact in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Do you have these experiences? Do you have anything you'd like to share? Do you think I'm overreacting on some of them, or maybe I'm just capping? Let me know. Let's talk. I pray that you have a fantastic week. Enjoy yourself. Live, love, laugh, and by all means, stay happy. Bye, guys.